Well, hey everybody, it's Dalton. I'm out here at Santa Margarita. Today is Tuesday. I believe today is Tuesday the 6th. And a lot of times I'll just forget the date when I come out here because I even forget the time too, what time it is and all that stuff, because I'm just out here trying to catch fish. So I was looking at the weather coming out this morning and I'm like, well, these are the kind of conditions that I like to fish. And I was out here a few days ago, did pretty good early in the morning. I didn't do real good after that early morning bite. But early in the morning, I did pretty good. So I got out here earlier this morning, went straight to the river, and didn't get a bite. I mean, I threw everything at them. I threw every kind of Texas rig, whatever I could think of, crankbait, chatterbait, a Ned rig. I threw whatever I could think of, and they just wouldn't bite. And I was talking to some guys down there, and they had caught a couple of small ones, and then one guy said he caught a 7-pounder. I don't know if he did or not, but that's what he said. And the thing about fishermen, you know, sometimes fishermen don't always tell the truth. And it's a lot better today than it used to be. Back in the early days of fishing, back in my early days, everybody lied. You couldn't believe anybody. If they caught a 5-pounder on a plastic worm, they'd have told you they caught it with a spinnerbait. And they would have told you the exact opposite area that they caught it in. Nowadays, people are a little more honest and straightforward about what they're doing. So if he said he caught a 7-pounder, I have no reason to doubt him. Kudos for him. Last year was just a better year last spring for me out here. This year has not been that good. I catch fish out here, but I haven't caught anything past 3 pounds. So it's a little bit frustrating. I must be doing something wrong. I just can't figure it out, and sometimes that's just fishing. Sometimes you don't figure it out. Now, I'm not going to give you another report out here because the conditions are, you know, pretty close to the last report. I will tell you that I'm getting reports that Nacimiento's picked up quite a bit. I had one guy let me know that he was out there 3 or 4 days, caught around 30 to 50 a day. I know that's a lot of small ones, but there's a lot of small fish in that lake. You got to get through those small ones, and every once in a while you're going to come across a pretty nice one. So I'm thinking about heading out to Nacimiento later this week. Now today, like I said, no bites early in the morning. I thought with all, you know, a little bit of fog, a little bit of cloud cover, it would be wonderful, and it was not. I determined that I was not going to leave here skunked today. I think most of us who have fished this lake, at least from time to time, have left here with nothing, no bites, no nothing, and I decided it wasn't going to happen to me. So I pulled out a bait that we've talked about before, and I had 10-pound test leader on this spinning rod. I cut it off, and I had picked up some Seagar and Visic 6-pound test. I remember telling you guys that I felt that this little swim bait, this is that Z-Man, hopefully I can get the name right this time, Slim's Swim. I think that's it. If not, my wife will put another one of them clouds up there. But anyway, I threw this out there today. I went over to the dam in, right where you get to that 5-mile-an-hour area. I started on that rocky point. I worked my way down, and I started catching some fish. And I will tell you, this bait is a whole lot better on 6-pound test with about a 1/10-ounce little Z-Man jig head, and just casting it out and rolling it back really, really slow. Just about every fish I caught today was by some type of a rocky structure, whether it be a little bluff, a little rocky point, or whatever it was. And well, here's what finally wound up happening. I didn't catch any big ones, but I didn't leave skunked either. First time I've ever caught a black crappie. Ain't big, but I finally caught a bass. Found a little area over here, caught a black crappie and a bass on this little swim bait. I'm just going to keep messing around with it. So basically I took a day that was going to wind up being pretty bad and made it just a little bit better. I'm disappointed I didn't get any big fish, but I feel good that I at least got something. And I haven't caught a black bass out here. I don't know if I've ever caught a black bass out here. That was, or not a bass, but a crappie. I don't think I've ever caught one out here before. That might be the first one. So that was kind of cool catching that one. I was hoping to catch some more, but that was the only one I caught. And then the rest of them were some little bass. Well, I had some fun. Just wanted to shoot a little video, let you guys know this thing works a whole lot better on 6-pound tests. And I remember talking to you about this bait in a couple of videos. I definitely recommend it. It's almost completely taken the place of the Ned rig when I'm having a bad day. Now, I'm not going to give up on the Ned rig, don't get me wrong, but this bait right here, whether it be Nacimiento or here, somehow I wind up catching fish on it. And it's such a realistic looking little bait fish. Now, that does bring up a point. When I was down at the dam end, or excuse me, the river end, I was talking to a guy down there, and he said that they were farther back in the river and they did see some small shad, a bunch of them flickering up top, which means a shad spawn. So with a shad spawn taking place out here, I definitely recommend this, and trying to find some of those shad and throw that in there, and you're probably going to get bit. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I wasn't sure if I was even going to do a video today because I just did a report out here, but I thought, what the heck, I had some fun, finally caught some fish. It is a beautiful day. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I appreciate the comments you guys make. I appreciate you subscribing. If you like the video, hit the like button, and thank you. We'll talk to you next time.